What is up, gang? What's going on? What's up, Chairboy? Dolansky, what's going on? Welcome back. How's it going, Junie? Odyssey, already? What's up, Shadow Frozer? First ear piercing? I wonder, how painful was that? Scale of 1 to 10. I've heard it's not that bad. Can we see a little preview of any of your new album song? Yeah. Odyssey, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Well, what day is it today? Tuesday. I have had not much time this last week to be in the studio, so feels good to take it slow, jam out a little bit, just noodle, and then we'll see where to take it from there. Happy to catch a stream again. Glad to have you here. We're getting closer and closer to the year mark, which is kind of insane to think about. Year of season 4. I mean, we're still a few months away, but it's less than 4 months until we reach the year mark. Album must be done by them? Absolutely. I was actually... Yo! Tomboy, thank you so much for the sub. What's cooking? Well, we're about to figure that out, but in terms of the album, I was listening to some of the tracks today, and they're, they're getting there. I really feel... I was feeling a little... I was questioning a little bit where some of the tracks are at, but honestly, with a larger project like this, especially when you're kind of doing most of it yourself, it can be easy to get lost in the sauce and kind of lose a clear understanding of like where that progress bar is at. But there's a lot of good stuff happening, a lot of good things on the album, and it's really just tying things together and creating more consistency and all that kind of stuff, and polishing a lot of these songs, giving them that last little bit of, little oomph. Indeed. You guys heard any good music recently? It's kind of a nice little riff. Sam G is great for sure. There are two pop songs I need to listen to from different streams. Nice. Loving the soundtrack to Easy Delivery. Okay, cool. Oliver's needs me to listen to more of his stuff. So I know that Screamin' Benga had a live set that was posted to YouTube and social media and such, and it was really cool to see some of those. I remember growing up as a teenager, and I would hear about Screamin' Benga tracks being released, and the feeling was for sure that, I mean, they've been OGs in the scene for a while. But anyways, I think I saw some kind of Oliver's remix or original that was included in their set that sounded really sick, unless I'm getting him mixed up with somebody else. And I never found out if that track got released or what happened to that. But let me double check that that's who Oliver's. Let me double check that that's who I'm thinking of. Pretty sure it is, yeah. I would love to know which track that was. I remember he was a bit surprised by how many people were oh yeah, here's a clip of it, I think, right here. Did this come out? Hold on. Let me check something real quick. What's going on, Popcorn Pro? Yeah, it is Oliver's, so I'm thinking of the right person. Is this the... Oh, he just had a track come out on Monster Cap, but it's not that track. Man, that's such a bummer that I don't think it's out yet, because I think he was addressing how many messages he got about this specific track that was dropped in the Screamin' Benga set. Okay, here we go. Dropped. It's an unreleased bootleg. It's an unreleased Oliver's bootleg. But man, that track sounds fire. Really love that tune. Whatever it is. Also bought a Vila and Breakin's chat yesterday. Nice. What are we doing? It's a good question. We're talking about Oliver Heldens now. Talking about all the Olivers. Yeah, Oliver Heldens, Oliver's such a gangster, in my view. What a badass producer. What's going on, Tyrer? Okay, let's just dive into some album stuff, I guess. I'm gonna open up the playlist here. Let's check out what we're working with. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's been a pretty crazy last few weeks. My brain is starting to like have a hard time keeping up with everything. So I listened to Forgery, Make Believe, Head First. They're all sounding quite good. I was actually thinking about how with Forgery, in the second half, like leading into the second drop, it would be really cool to have like, I don't know what it's called in pop music when the first chorus is kind of like a bit more it's kind of like a single take, or sorry, no, how should I phrase this? It's kind of the first chorus in pop music is often presented in a more straightforward way, and then sometimes for the second chorus in pop music, you sometimes have an additional take that's a little bit more improvisational, that's thrown on top of the chorus. And I was thinking like something like that could be cool for Forgery. I still like the idea of continuing to work on that snare and Make Believe. What about some other tunes that I haven't touched in a while? I was also thinking about like, I still like the idea of preparing some of these tracks for finalizing the Panorama project. So Clearing Storm, for example, I remember that was gonna be on Fragment. So I think Fragment and Control were gonna be pretty dark, and then I didn't really have clear plans for Resolve and Fulfill. It was definitely going to like take a more introspective tone at some point. Wait, is this isn't how you spell fulfill, is it? Is it? It's one L and then, or is it two L? Is it four L's? Hold on. Oh, it's just one L first and then two L's after. All right. But yeah, I think Clearing Storm would be a great candidate for Fragment. There's actually this other old sketch of mine. Actually, I think maybe that's what you're talking about. As you go on. As you go on, as you go on, as you go on, as you go on. I think that one could probably be Fragment. It's kind of an old sketch now, but here's an earlier version of that. You were my girl, my girl, my girl, my girl, I remember working on this on stream. And I remember people, this is in 2017, people were like talking about the lyrics. If it was my girl who buys you muesli. Bro, muesli is fire. But yeah, this is like a second version of the same song. So I'm just going to throw that in here too. And those EPs are not, it's an EP. So it's not like an album in that sense, where I feel like I have the bits and pieces, enough bits and pieces to potentially make this work. Let's see. I mean, there's Layman's Love that would perfectly fit into this era of like of music. It's all, these are all kind of older tracks from that era that never got released. So I feel like it could kind of make sense in that way. Create some consistency. Hold on, is this which version? Okay, that's an alternate version of Layman's Love. I don't know. Layman's Love. Oh god, those lyrics. The lyrics are fine actually. It's more the vocal take is pretty pretty ass, but that's okay. It's just an old sketch. Where is a more recent version? Is this a more recent version? Oh. Too afraid of trying, not much will be given. Yeah, there's a different kind of like take on that. I don't mind it. One of them could work. Just like in general, the idea of Layman's Love maybe being on this makes sense to me. I should look through some of my other older sketches and see if there's other stuff that kind of makes sense. Maybe I take some of the like kind of bass music oriented tracks that I'm not sure make sense in the album and put those on Control. That could be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of these sketches are kind of some newer ones, mostly. I do think this one could potentially fit into some of these tracks over here. It's definitely a cool idea. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with that one. That will probably stay in the sketch journal, I think. What about this track? Yeah, that was a quick random sketch we did that day. Man, it's crazy how quickly this time has passed. Like that was in September. That's crazy. Insanity. Okay. Because I'm thinking like 4 tracks per EP is a good kind of marker to hit. So maybe we include like one more kind of like heavier track. And fragment, and then we have kind of like 4 tracks to kind of plan on using there. Actually, maybe something like this could be cool to throw in here as well. Like isn't necessarily an older sketch, but it's got kind of like a dark vibe. It's kind of drum and bassy. I do think that there's some potential in this, and yeah, I don't know. I think it could work. It's an interesting melody and chord progression. I like the idea of maybe throwing this in the mix for one of these two EPs. And let's keep looking here. Maybe there's something else that could fit in Control. Some of the heavier stuff potentially. Okay, this one isn't that heavy, but I do think maybe this version of something I could try to execute that somehow. It is kind of a darker vibe, maybe not super aggressive, but I could, similar to what I did with Dichotomy, I could have two different mixes of the same idea, so I could still kind of pursue that funkier version, and I'll just call this one the original mix, which it basically is. I came up with that first, and then we could do the funkier version as like an extra sketch journal track potentially. I do think I love the idea of having tracks like this potentially. I mean, I was thinking about having this on the album as some kind of end, close to the end of the album, as like this winding down, like kind of like it's got a sunrise kind of vibe to it. Very peaceful, and it does kind of feel like it could work with like the Resolve theme. Maybe Resolve or Fulfill, one of those two. Whoa. I think it'll be a nice switch up in terms of like I think it fits the progression of the Panorama series. The first two were a lot more kind of there's more funk elements, and it's kind of like it was meant to be a bit more upbeat, and then these two will obviously be a bit darker, and then Resolve and Fulfill will have kind of more introspective, vibey chill stuff. Ooh, actually, this one could be good.
Do you have an album name or any ideas for a name?
I do. At the, at the moment, it's called Microcosm. So the name kind of changed a few times throughout the last years, but it kind of progressed into that title because of the way that the stories behind some of the pieces started coming together. And yeah, I don't want to like. I'm already giving a lot of away by like streaming my entire workflow, so I don't want to I don't know. I want to leave some stuff for the actual album campaign. And it's not like everyone that's gonna see that or something tunes into my streams. It's kind of a pretty select number of homies here that come and hang out and watch me do random stuff. But I still like the idea of kind of keeping some of this stuff under wraps. But yeah, so right now it's called Microcosm. And that'll probably make more sense once the campaign starts. But yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I felt compelled to take a quick look through some of these sketches and do a little organizing quick before I dive into some of these tracks, because I feel I it's not that every single idea you make has to be released or anything, but I did feel a little overwhelmed by how much stuff I have in the album right now, and by the fact that I don't have a single finished song yet. Even though a lot of them are really close, nothing is 100% wrapped up on the album. So I really want that to change ASAP, and I think that figuring out what to omit at this point will be really helpful. So yeah, I think that's kind of why I was called to do that. But yeah, I just realized this like chill thing that I did right when I started streaming again. I don't know if you guys remember or tuned in for that day. But this track, there's like nothing to it, but I think there's potential for this to end up in Resolve. Let's see. I like the idea of finding like some of this like chill vibey stuff and putting it in there. Let's see. Oh wait, this reminds me. I have an older sketch from like 2021 that could be cool to throw in here. Each and every day. Maybe it was 2022. I can't remember. Oh, it's this idea. I found it. I don't know why it's so quiet. Let's throw it in here and see how it sounds when I turn it up a bit. Whoops. Anyways, it keeps building. Oh wait, what? This is not the version I remember. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I think this might have the riff. I like the idea of combining this maybe with some of the sound design from this idea. Could be cool. And I think these both could fit in maybe Control or Fragment. We'll see. We'll see. What's going on, Nuxel? How's it going? What's up, Moogard? Haywyre, had a dream your album leaked last night and nobody told you. Oh, shit. That is a fucking nightmare. Oh, my God. Especially if it were to happen in its current state. It would be a really cool dream if the album was finished and I was really happy with how it was sounding. Then it'd be like, ooh, nice. That could be a marketing move. Maybe it'd get people excited. But no, the way it sounds right now, that would be terrifying. Okay, let's keep browsing here for a little bit, and then see how some of this affects the album playlisting as well. It's kind of a weird, funky idea. I feel like this could be thrown into this vibe, this general area here. Kind of like a lot of the 4 to the floor, the chill stuff. That one is that's a fun one too. I think that could be a cool. It's got like a little bit of a Disclosure feel to it. Damn. I don't know about this. No idea what to do with that. It's kind of a fun idea, but the funky thing was for the first couple of EPs. This also kind of works in that kind of chill, vibey house kind of realm. I like the idea of putting that there. And then, let's see. This is kind of nice. I'm kind of enjoying this because it's also turning this sketch journal into a more manageable, like smaller chunk of random stuff. Although I don't know what to do for fulfill. I mean, I don't have to figure it out right this moment, but I do think this could be cool too. It actually fits also in this general vibe. well, let's see. So that's six potential sketches for resolve. Might be nice to have a piano piece in there somewhere too, since we kind of did that on. Wait, was there one for Discover and Form? There was Blind Faith was on Discover. I think Form didn't have a piano piece. So might be nice to throw something like that in there. Maybe we just do a bunch of jazzy stuff for Fulfill. That could be cool. Oh God, all these sketches. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm like starting and stopping a lot of random stuff here. Staccato remake. We already have that one kind of grouped down here. What's up, Jacob Fox? What's going on? Am I only have the slight panning to the right? That's got to be a you thing, unless there's something in a specific song that was potentially panning. What's up? Thanks for the follow, Jacob. Appreciate it. Truly got a lot of sketches. Well, I saw this clip of Machine Drum talking about sketches, and it's always nice to hear how other artists talk about their workflow. And he was basically talking about why it's important for him not to release everything that he creates, and sometimes a song doesn't serve a purpose beyond something specific. Maybe you learned some technique, maybe you explored some kind of new sound design or a feeling or a vibe, and it did what it was supposed to do, which is leading you maybe to something better, and sometimes you need kind of like that sandbox experiment. Give something a try in like a contained environment, like an etude for pianists, where you're like challenging yourself, and flexing your muscles can then flexing new muscles can then give you the ability to write new things more efficiently. And writing efficiently is super important when you're an artist, because you got to take advantage of that inspiration while it's there. Once that fades away and things get a lot more difficult, you can start wondering whether you're approaching something wrong, or like you can start second guessing anything. But anyways, I just liked that perspective. But regardless of that, I do still love the idea of having my sketch journal like volumes as a way to start getting these unfinished ideas that will never see the light of day out. And then I would really love for those to kind of exist in conjunction with Key Collection and have a lot of packs on Key Collection based on a lot of these songs. But yeah, anyways, we'll see how that works. Maybe I should just maybe I should take some of the songs and from like every volume from Sketch Journal and just make them public domain. And that way anyone can take bits and pieces off of Key Collection that they like and use them in their own music or something without there being any legal issues. I feel like that would be really fun. It'd be like a free-for-all Uh, um, like, yeah, people can do anything they want with one of the tracks or something. I think was it Eidolon that had that idea of throwing like a track into public domain. Uh, it's a pretty ballsy move if you're making a living off of your music and you're just throwing it out there. But I feel like for a sketch general track, I could probably see myself doing it. It'd be a fun experiment. Speaking of key collection, you should sell your songs in the site. Well, that's a good point. They're actually, I gotta double check, but they're supposed to be available to download if you are on key collection. Maybe they're not. I'll have to double check. Okay, cool. This is already looking a little bit better. Look at that. We filled out fragment, control, and resolve. That's 3 EPs worth of tracks right here. And then fulfill is, TBD right now. But this would be really cool to get out as well. It makes me feel a little bit better. So right now, Forgery, Make Believe, and Head First, I'm feeling really good about those. Superpower, I think, was coming along last time I checked, but I'm not super concerned about that. What Would It Take, I think, is kind of sounding pretty bad from what I remember, which is a bummer because I feel like it's got potential. I had to unwarp it. Can tell you now. Once I was lost out in the ocean, stranded with the wind and with the waves, and fear was my only emotion. On my own through night and day, but I made it through the other side, and I can tell you now, the little things that bothered me don't matter so much now. What would it take for me? What would it take for me to learn? What would it take? What would it take? I like the entire intro, but I wasn't really a fan of what the hell. I don't know. I was having fun with this. Like I was trying to incorporate a lot of like re-space movement and stuff here, but and just like bass sound design in general, but it just kind of was not doing it for me. I think with the vocal and the intro, it kind of needs to go to a different place in my mind. Like something more along the lines of these sketches here, like this chill stuff. I don't know. They're all a bit boring compared to this, so we'll see. But that one I know it needs a lot of work. My Time Is Coming, this track too is like, just, I don't know. I'm not feeling anything that's happening in that drop anymore, unfortunately. I think I was experimenting with trying to cut up 2 different tracks together. I can make this right on my own. I can take this vibe on my own. I can make this vibe on my own. I can make it slide on my own. I can get by fine on my own when I got this vibe. I actually think that these two could work well together. Boom, boom, I do think that those chord progressions match each other quite nicely. Um, I do think in like soul and funk, it's a nice way to create like a little bit of variation. As you have like, you have your key, often a minor key in funk music. I feel like, and then you just like take one of the other chords in the song and try to create like try to treat it as the tonal center for a bit, like looping it, chopping it. Oh right, this reminds me. I don't know why I just thought about this, but I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I don't know if any of you guys did, but I'm sure some of you did. But the I saw the performance that Charlie Puth did, and man, that was a really incredible performance on his part. I know that like for productions that big, it's not uncommon for some artists to do forms of lip syncing and that kind of stuff, but I don't think that was the case at all with Charlie's performance, and it was just really cool. It was really beautiful, like the choirs, all the different like the chord movements. It was very like it was a little bit gospely and churchy, and I really appreciated it. I feel like yeah, it was just a really great performance in my opinion. Charlie Puth has the voice of an angel. Yeah, I mean, if that was I'm like quite certain that was a live performance, and if it was, goddamn, that's pretty crazy because his like I really appreciated how gentle and like soft his tone was in the beginning, and then like how it um gradually became more intense to obviously match um the song. But yeah, it was just really cool. Anyways, all right. So this track is also a contender. I don't know how I feel about it. This one I'm supposed to do with Louis Vuitton, so I haven't touched it because I'm waiting on him. Speaking about you, Tyler. Keep it moving. Gone for good. What is this? Oh, right. I do think some like double time, like I don't know, drum and bass kind of stuff would be kind of cool on the album. Right now it feels like we've got like lots of 4 to the floor, lots of halftime around like 80 and 90 BPM and stuff, and that's all great. It would be nice to kind of throw in some tempos that I don't do much or haven't done much of. So that would be cool. Any
anomaly collapse in the works?
I'm so used to reading the questions. I gotta remember to let text to speech do his thing. I cannot confirm or deny. We do chat pretty often. We caught up recently. I think it was January. We had a chat, see how a life is treating each other, and we may or may not have discussed getting something going. But with collabs, sometimes, especially when it's being done remotely, it can take some time for people to be on the same page, find the right time to do everything. But
something looming over, a feeling of a scribe, letting a sinking ship, taking me down with it, drowning me out, figure this out. I return to things I could change, things that I could change.
I was thinking about maybe taking it. I was hearing it maybe going into a slightly heavier direction there. Let's open up Fadeaway and see where we left things off. Check it out. All right. This coffee is slowly waking me up. What the hell? That is not in key. Where is that ARP? Is it this?
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure. I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind.
Interesting. Okay. I don't really know exactly what I was going for here. I do like the little guitar riff.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind.
What was the chord progression in here?
Feeling of a scribe, letting a sinking ship, taking me down with it, drowning me out, figure this out, time to.
I'm actually thinking.
Letting a sinking ship,
I think maybe the first time, I don't know why, but I think the first time maybe we don't do the snare in 2, but then
letting a sinking ship, taking me down with it, drowning me out, figure this out, time to get over this, taking a hold of me, tearing it out of me, never again know who I am, things that I can't change.
So what the hell was I gonna do here? I mean, there's nothing here but the vocals, right?
So even if I fade away.
Yeah. I think I was just having a little bit of a crisis moment with this track where I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do here? I think I already had it figured out, and I was just trying to, I don't know. I was just making things more complicated for myself.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind. Something looming over, a feeling of a scribe, letting a sinking ship, taking me down with it, drowning me out, figure this out, time to get over this.
All right, let's grab. I'm hearing just some simple, like distorted sine wave, noisy chords here. Let's see what we got. That's a bit too much compared to what I was thinking. I'm just gonna try to create something from scratch here. Let's see. All right, let's get a little bit of noise. Wonder what kind of I kind of like the pink noise. Okay, let's just record something simple. I think we want a little bit of portamento here. Let's see.
Never again know who I am. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I can't change.
Yep, we'll just use that. And let's quantize. Turn it down a little bit. It's quite loud at the moment.
Gotta do follow up.
Yo, thank you for the follow. Exhale.
So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I
Okay, and then I was imagining
change. Things that I can't change.
just get like something. I was thinking a sustained note, but maybe not right on the one.
Things that I can't change.
Start with that. And then maybe we can. Where's that little riff that I was messing around with? Another thing, I gotta bust out that granulator for the voice as well. That will be let's get rid of these two sounds for now. I mean, staccato strings could for sure be good with this kind of dramatic, dark vibe.
Never again know who I am. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I can't change.
Could be kind of cool to have that.
It won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I could change. Things that I can't change.
things that I can change. Maybe not both times, but I do like that little riff idea. Let's send this to sidechain A. And
I have come to terms with things I could change. Things that I can change. Things that I can change.
the reverb. How's the reverb being automated?
So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I could change. Things that I can change. Things that I can change. Things that I can change.
Kind of like that, the idea of that riff sitting on top of the bass sound design. I don't need to see these other lanes. Let's see, let's go like this. Okay, quantize the start times.
So even if I fade away,
Let's just automate the cutoff here a little bit.
things that I can change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I could change. Things that I can change.
So then I was thinking on that downbeat, we could have some weird, little growly things. Not growly, but like some low end movement stuff. What is this thing? I do like starting with this kind of the chromatically bass sound. Sometimes it hasn't really been working out for me, so maybe I need to stop doing this, but I like I don't mind giving it a shot right now. Let's see. So let's change up the pattern here. I think I want it more like this for the kick drums. So I'm thinking like a little fill on that first beat. So let's try it like this. We're just gonna flip these a little bit. Okay. And then... roll. Let's try to mess with this a little bit more. Kind of want to bring out some more harmonics somehow. Let's try something like this. And then I also want to throw maybe some kind of little let's try this as well. And maybe go like this. Huh, I don't. Not crazy about this. Okay, let's see. High pass. Okay, I do want to add some reverb to this potentially. Let's go like this. Okay. Sounds terrible, but at least it's getting the idea down. Where's that little pluck synth? The thing is too loud. I wonder what this would sound like polyphonic. What if we, I think maybe we just create an additional patch to layer along with this. I think it's... One sec. I think I want it more like this. Where's that Valhalla automation? Let's go like this. And then we'll have another different sound here. Maybe some kind of... I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think I'm hearing a couple other things here too. Now that I'm experimenting with this direction, why don't we duplicate this for a moment and isolate this one note and yeah, let's grab this and bounce it. I was kind of hearing a reverse like I'm hearing this reversed with some tremolo action. So let's go grab the I keep forgetting it's got a different name now. Autopan tremolo. How do I offset it? There we go. Okay, so we want this one to be E. These two should probably be sidechained as well. And I don't know what the hell I was doing here, but I don't think it sounds kind of pointless right now, but all right, whatever. Cool. Let's grab the vocal, and where is the main vocal?
So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change.
Okay. So I think we duplicate and isolate and bounce. Boom. Damn, sticky hands. What's going on? Damn, that simple downbeat sounds great. Thanks. It's very, it is extremely simple. Honestly, I think the only thing that makes it sound good is the disperser. The disperser is fantastic. Okay. Let's grab this and throw it into a granulator. Max for live. You know, I think I mentioned to some of y'all recently that I randomly got sucked into Warhammer 40k lore, and I've been listening to it while like doing dishes and house chores and stuff, and I was getting so excited about it for a little bit. And well, first of all, I found out that 40k at some point was supposed to be StarCraft. Maybe I've already talked about this. I can't remember. But it was kind of weird to find that out, because I was like, okay, yeah, there seemed like there was a lot of similarities, like the Space Marines and stuff like that. But also the Protoss. There's literally like a planet, I think, called Protoss in the Warhammer universe, and the Zerg are kind of like another race that exists in there. But anyways, I was kind of getting into the lore, and then I was kind of bummed because like it turns out that the story is really more of a just like a setting for the tabletop game, and it's not about like the story's probably not going to progress past where it's at, as far as I understand, which bummed me out, because I was like, man, I want to know what happens next with like the Emperor. and yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I feel like they could expand on the story without ruining the setting for the game, though, right? I mean, I've never gotten into tabletop games, but like, so maybe I'm uh, out of my, I'm talking out of turn or whatever. But, anyways, I'm still having fun just listening to random lore about 40K. It's a good time. I think that I like how in depth it is. There's so many characters and kind of tribes, or I forget what they're called. Not tribes. But you know, all the Primarchs with their what are they called? I can't remember the name. But anyways, out of factions, yeah, maybe. That's actually way better than what I was thinking of, but yeah. I think it's just cool to think of how massive this universe is that they built. Maybe I was considering checking out their Total War game that's coming out this year. I used to play Rome Total War for a bit because it was kind of like this was back when Age of Empires was. I swear that was like one of the biggest PC games for some years. But that was a banger game. Age of Empires, Age of Mythologies. Oh man, great games. And that kind of got me into Rome Total War, and I think that's the only one I played. But that was a fun game. That was a good game. I could definitely see like a Warhammer 40K version of Total War being extremely fun. So I'm curious to see how the game works.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine.
I do think I want the piano to be in here. Yo,
What
what
EMs do you
IEMs?
using? Just curious to known brand.
Yeah, these are Timeless 7 Hertz. I appreciate it, Art Nerd. Yeah, you can just type in !IEM. I love that there's literally a command for my IEM model. These were I can't take credit for these, but they were a great find. My buddy introduced me to these. They're really great. I just find that headphones, especially like a lot of studio grade, that's not a real thing, but you know, a lot of the like more accurate headphone brands out there, like the ones that I have used, like Odyssey and stuff, and they can just be really heavy, and it can be tough on your neck and your muscles to have them on for hours. So it's nice to have the IEMs. It's really lightweight. It's also very like travel friendly. It's really nice to, without an audio interface, just a laptop and these, and you're good to go. You can just like, I don't know why I'm advertising this. It's just a good product in my opinion. They're quite nice. Anyways, let's record these chords here.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind. Something looming over, a feeling I'll describe. Letting a sinking ship, taking me down with it, drowning me out, figure this out, time to get over this. Taking a hold of me, tearing it out of me, never again, no I am, things that I can't change.
Okay. Let's see. The velocity here was a little too aggressive, so let's tone this down a bit. Boom bap. All right.
Things that I can't change, so even if I fade away.
Whoops. Forgot we don't need that copy there. I think that one is, this one is. Oh, maybe not quite as often as that. Hold on. I actually, hold on. Maybe I do it. We could do the grain size thing, maybe. I don't know why those vocals. Oh, yeah. There we go. Why don't we throw an aggressive Valhalla shimmer on here and just record. There we go. Let's just record this.
It won't bother me 'cause I have come.
Okay. So, kind of was picturing maybe having this lead into like maybe the snare. Whoops, I'm gonna turn this off.
So even if I fade away, it won't bother me 'cause I have come to terms. 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 I have come to terms.
hold on. What if we get rid of this for a moment? I'm trying to see something.
I have come to turn, I have come to turn, I have come to turn. I have come to turn, I have come to turn, I have come to turn.
Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna try something out here. What was I gonna do? I have 440. It's kind of interesting. I don't know what to do with this. I don't think it's gonna fit here, but
I have come to turn. I have come to turn.
what if we I wish there's a way to maybe like try something else here.
I have come to turn, I have come to turn.
it's not a bad idea to introduce that tremolo, but I kind of like the sustained feel a bit more.
I have come to terms. I have come to terms.
Whatever, let's just try to roll with this for a little bit. Side chain B. You never know. Let's try something out here. Curious if I take this like polyphonic thing and we put it side by side, the little downbeat thing from earlier. This has been my lazy way of trying to mix two sounds together as of late. I don't feel like I've actually had like incredible results with this or anything, so I don't know if this is just, you know, something I'm experimenting with temporarily. I'm not sure if I'll keep this one in the toolbox. Maybe FM. Doesn't sound terrible. Where'd that?
I've come to terms. I've come to terms.
Hmm.
I've come to terms.
It's kind of cool. I don't mind like that gated reverb.
So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms. I have come to terms. I have come to terms.
That's kind of cool. It feels fun to do that. So let's do a quick take here.
I have come to terms. I have come to terms. I have come to terms.
I like that. It's kind of a riff that's not in the song currently, so maybe I could do a little bit of foreshadowing during the build. I don't know. We'll see. Let's fix up these hi-hat patterns too so that they match more of this style here. What if this synth was doubling this? It's kind of interesting. forgot about this stuff here. I do have Chroma, yep. Somewhere. I don't think I have it installed on this computer at the moment.
So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to turn, I have come to turn, I have come to turn.
I want to try something else out. I'm going to simplify this MIDI here. And I'm going to arm them both and set both serums to plus 12 and minus 12 for the pitch bend range. Just see if I can kind of like scratch them-ish. Create a little bit of more interesting movement there somehow. I do like that downbeat kind of like pitch slowly rising there. It's nice. Let's try recording something here. That wasn't bad. Let's try it again. I like that. All right, well, let's not get too lost in the sauce here. See where we can get this track to next.
So even if I fade away, it won't.
Let's go like this.
So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. So even So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I could change. Things that I can't change. I was hearing voices, I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if the right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind. Something looming over, a feeling I'll describe. Change. Things that I can't change. I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind.
Okay. Let's take another listen to the pre-chorus going to the chorus.
Never again, no I am. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms. I have come to terms. I have come to terms.
Whoops. Forgot about the... I almost wonder if we could do like a B section, like a you know, just a typical call and response type drop here instead. So we have A, which is kind of like this fake out going into like a more sustained thing. Maybe something like more rhythmic here to contrast. I don't know what though. I can't really picture anything specific. What is this? Disperser bass stab. Oh shit! I should probably save. Let's go 6. Nice track. Love the strings. Thanks. Much appreciated. Okay, this patch did not load properly, so let's ignore that. Valve pluck. I need to have a bass sound design day, or just a sound design day in general. Chunk bass. What the hell is this? Sounds like some kind of tapey sound design. Okay, very soft bass pluck. What else we got? Let's just throw some other random stuff in here and see what we're working with. Could be kind of cool. I don't mind it as a starting point. Let's try. Let's start with that. I think that we could add some, you know, kind of use this as a starting point. Get some other stuff going in here too. Yeah, I do like this weird sound design that I made a few years ago. I kind of like a boom, 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 boom. I don't. Okay, we can easily kind of make some small adjustments to these sounds. Get some nice articulation changes. Maybe some reverb on that last hit. Probably should sidechain these as well. Sidechain. Yeah, let's do this one. I don't mind that vocal sitting on top. It's kind of cool. Let me keep exploring some settings for this. That's kind of cool. I wonder if the drum pattern should change here a little bit, just because there's a little bit of a switch up here. Let's try. like the kick drum hitting with those main. Let's try it like this. Even just those little movements in this phaser filter is creating some interesting variation. What the hell? Why did my mouse just get so big? I'm still pretty new to like using Mac OS for like my main PC. Sometimes I would just be doing stuff and things just happen. Ooh, I like that. Are you making your album, son? It's Phone On! Phone On, I'm so sorry. This is 4-4. Please don't be mad at me. Dude, I saw some random ass viral social media clip of a keyboard player playing your polyrhythm track like perfectly. I was like, man, how do people have the patience to do stuff like that? Oh yeah, that's Israel Storm. He has some nice gospel chops on them keys. Hell yeah. He's crazy with it.
So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I could change. So even if I fade away,
I think we only have the first 3 hits.
so even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I could change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I could change. So even if I fade away,
Damn, son, why is that lyric so loud? Cool. Well, we made some good progress on this track. I do enjoy the drop. I don't know if it's really the final arrangement, but
Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms. I have come to terms. I have come to terms.
Yeah, I mean, still got to do a lot of work, but I like it. Let's Control or Command S. Command S. One last thing I did want to do before I exit out of here actually is let's duplicate this granulator. Shit, I never learned that piece. I kind of like roughly know the beginning, but that's pretty much all I know.
Follower.
Yo, thank you for the follow. WVFRM.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind. There's something running over, a feeling of the scribe. Letting a sinking ship, taking me down with it, drowning me out, figure this out, time to get over this. Taking a hold of me, tearing it out of me, never again, no. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms with things I could change. Things that I can't change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, 'cause I have come to terms. I have come to terms. I have come to
I think I might kind of switch things up here a little bit. I think I want to roughly continue the kind of like A-B thing instead of just scrapping it all together here. So let's just try to see what this sounds like with the vocals.
So even if I fade away, It won't bother me, cause I've come to terms with things I could change. So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, cause I've come to terms with things I could change.
I think for the time being, I'll keep that in there. And I do like the idea of using some granulated vocal stuff to catch some more attention in the beginning. Feels a little more interesting. There's some chop that I had going that sounded kind of cool.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind. Something looming over, a feeling I'll describe.
Let's try to just record this one note.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my
Kind of like the little Let's start with that. And let's get this grain automation, the grain size automation going.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind. Something looming over. Subscriber.
Yo, Tarna, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. Go listen to Fizz.
Go listen to Fizz Volume 1 by Phonin and Israel Strom. Check hashtag show Haywyre.
I was sick. Wait, am I? Oh, I'm tripping. I didn't realize that Phonon had released music with him. I've definitely heard of Fizz Volume 1. I think... Wait, didn't somebody put that in Show Haywyre or in the general chat recently? Because I was totally listening to that. There is some... literally the first few seconds of that had, like, I think some kind of... some piano chords that were really sick. I was, like, stuck in my head for the rest of the day. But yeah, I haven't listened to the whole thing though, so I'll have to check that out.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind.
Nice. Okay. That's kind of one of the only other things I wanted to add before I exit out of here.
Letting a sinking ship, taking me down with it, drowning me out, figure this out, time to get over it.
Might be, I was kind of hearing maybe like a crazy, or not a crazy, but just like some more weird turnarounds there potentially. Back into that G.
Feeling of the scribe, letting a sinking ship, taking me down with it, drowning me out, figure this out, time to get over this.
God, this damn latency.
Drowning me out, figure this out, time to get over this.
like that could be cool.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if the right time to get over this. Taking a hold of me, tearing it out of me. Never again know who I am. Things that I can't change, so even if I fade away, it won't bother me, cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I can't change, so even if I fade away, it won't bother me, cause I have come to
I'm gonna get rid of that little choppy synth thing we built earlier and just mute it for now, I guess. But I do think we could try to foreshadow maybe some of this a little bit. Like I don't know.
So even if I fade away, it won't bother me, cause I have come to terms with things I can change. Things that I can't change, so even if I fade away, it won't bother me, cause I have come to terms. I have come to terms. I have come to terms.
Yo, Ession, thanks for gifting that sub to Phone On. Yes, that's me and Israel Strom. We call him IJ. Same guy. Bro, why? I feel like my hype train is broken. Every time somebody gifts a sub or subscribes, the hype train goes off. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. Although, I guess maybe it's just because... Now that I think about it, maybe it has more to do with the fact that it's multiple people in one day that have subscribed. I don't know. But either way. Yo, thanks, Estion. It's really kind of you. Gifting us up to Noxel. Hell yeah. Let's go. All right. I think I want to call it for Fadeaway for now. This is coming together nicely. Maybe the second drop we do something that's like purely sustained. Some really true dramatic BS. All right, let's save this. Actually, maybe let's render it real quick. Let's see, MP3, that's fine. 2026. Look at this, I color-coded my folders because that's super important for anyone's workflow, obviously. Color-coded folders, y'all. If you ever wanted to know my secret to music production. Oh, it's so silly, but it makes me happy to do stuff like that. Ession, thanks for gifting another sub to Darktype. No, listen, okay, it's not all green. That's just, I'm color coding anything related to professional work green, right? I don't know why, but we're just doing that. And then anything specifically to do with Haywyre, I'm color coding orange, and then for personal stuff, I'm doing blue, and I'm just gonna stick to that system. But like technically, orange is like a subcategory of green, because, you know, I don't know, because Haywyre is part of my professional life, so I'm still figuring it out. But those are the colors that I'm rolling with for the time being. But yo, Estion, seriously, thank you for all the gifted subs today. It's very kind of you. Actually, I gotta check my email real quick because I'm waiting for a very important email.
New subscriber.
Yo, Synthesis, another sub. What the hell's going on today? Nice. Let's go. Okay. Looks like my fiance and I are finally locking in a wedding venue. I gotta respond to that email, but unfortunately, some of this was out of our control. But it's kind of a last minute. It's turning into a last minute thing. We've been planning for like 4 months now, 5 months, and I don't know. We got kind of like schematized a little bit by one venue that was just like they would respond to us once a week, and like it's obviously not fast enough for communication for something that big. But hopefully we can still get all of our friends and family to come to the wedding in time. It's most likely going to be in June. So what is that? Like 3 months? Shit. 3 months? March, April, May, June. Well, 4 months, I guess. Damn. Just gotta cross our fingers that it'll be enough time for everyone to RSVP. But anyways, part of the joys of getting older. Suddenly you are paying mortgages and planning weddings. It's pretty fascinating stuff. Anyways, I should probably call it quits. Stop rambling about personal stuff. I should 100% get back to this venue and to try to lock it in. So I might call it here for today, just so I can kind of like make sure to do that before it gets too late. I know people get out of the office, I don't know, sometime later in the afternoon. It's like 3:30 here now, so I'm gonna try to take care of that. But appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Thanks for joining me, phone on and Ession, and welcome back to Lansky. I don't know if you're still here, but welcome back. And yeah, we did some good progress today. I feel like we only worked on Fadeaway, but we did do some like categorization for some of the tracks to be split up between the album, Panorama, and the first Sketch Journal Volume 1, or the Sketch Journal Volume 1. So I feel like all of that was good. It's time well spent. So I'm gonna get back to this wedding planning stuff and try to get it locked in, because it's been looming over us for forever. Anyways, appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming to hang out. And thanks WVFRM. Wait, that's waveform. I should have recognized that faster. But anyways, peace out, y'all. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming to hang out for a little bit.